The sterile scent of the hospital surrounded me as I sat in the uncomfortable plastic chair beside Oliver's bed. The fluorescent lights overhead cast a harsh glow on the reality we found ourselves in. 7 years had passed since the car accident that shattered our lives, leaving Oliver paralyzed from the waist down. The once vibrant man I had married was now confined to a wheelchair, his every movement a reminder of a life forever altered. I glanced at Oliver's face, his eyes fixed on the ceiling as if searching for answers in its blank expanse. His voice, once full of confidence, now held a hint of resignation. "I never thought it would come to this, Em," he said, breaking the heavy silence that enveloped us. "None of us did, Oliver," I replied, my voice barely audible. The room felt smaller, suffocating, as if the walls were closing in on us. The rhythmic beeping of the machines provided an unsettling soundtrack to our conversation. Oliver's fingers absent-mindedly traced the edges of the thin hospital blanket covering his legs. "I miss the feeling in my legs," he admitted, his gaze distant. "The freedom to walk, run, and just live without these damn wheels." Tears welled up in my eyes as I reached for his hand, offering what little comfort I could. "We'll get through this together, Oliver. We always have." He managed a weak smile, a flicker of the man he used to be. "You're the strongest person I know, Em. I don't know what I would do without you." The weight of those words hung in the air, a silent acknowledgement of the burden that had befallen us. The challenges of caregiving loomed ahead, an uncharted territory we would navigate together. Little did I know that this chapter, filled with its trials and tribulations, was only the beginning of a story that would take unexpected turns, leading to revelations and upheavals that would reshape our lives in ways I couldn't fathom at that moment. The days blended into each other, a monotonous routine of caregiving and hospital visits. My sister's words lingered in my mind like a haunting melody, prompting me to question the reality I had accepted. It was on one of those ordinary evenings with the scent of dinner lingering in the air that I broached the subject with Oliver. "Hey Oliver, something's been bothering me," I began cautiously, my hands fidgeting with the edges of a dishcloth. The room felt unusually tense, the weight of unspoken doubts hanging in the air. Oliver looked up from his wheelchair, his brows furrowed in concern. "What's wrong, Em? You seem a bit off." My gaze flickered to his eyes, searching for answers that remained elusive. "My sister mentioned something strange the other day. She thought she saw someone who looked like you outside our house." Oliver's expression tightened, a subtle shift in his demeanor. "Oh, probably just a look-alike. There are plenty of people who resemble me." The nonchalant response didn't sit well with me. "I trust you, Oliver, but it's been eating at me. Can we talk about it?" He sighed, his eyes avoiding mine. "There's nothing to talk about, Em. I'm stuck in this chair, remember? I can't just wander around." The room fell into an uneasy silence, the unspoken doubts lingering between us. The sense of trust, once unshakable, wavered under the weight of uncertainty. In the following days, my sister's words continued to echo in my mind. The suspicion grew, a gnawing feeling that refused to be ignored. It was in this atmosphere of doubt and questioning that I made the decision to take matters into my own hands. Setting up a hidden camera felt like a betrayal, but the shadows of doubt had grown too long to be ignored. The decision to install the hidden camera weighed heavily on me, the guilt intertwining with the desperation to uncover the truth. As the days passed, I found myself nervously checking the footage, each moment amplifying the suspense that had become the backdrop of our lives. One evening, alone in the dimly lit room, I sat with my smartphone in hand, tapping into the clandestine world captured by the hidden lens. The screen illuminated with an eerie glow as I watched Oliver, seemingly bound by his wheelchair, engage in activities that contradicted the narrative he had woven for 7 years. The footage revealed him standing, albeit with a limp, as he shed the guise of paralysis and changed into clothes that hinted at a life beyond the confines of our home. My heart pounded in my chest as the realization set in. Oliver's secrets were not confined to the limitations of his wheelchair. A surge of emotions, from disbelief to anger, overwhelmed me. "How could you, Oliver?" I whispered to the empty room, the weight of betrayal settling like a stone in my stomach. The footage continued to unravel a web of deceit as I discovered evidence of an affair. A woman, the one he claimed was aiding with leg pain, appeared in stolen moments of intimacy. The life I thought I knew, the sacrifices I had made, crumbled in the face of Oliver's hidden reality. Confronting him became inevitable, a storm of emotions brewing within me. I called my sister, my voice trembling with a mix of anger and vulnerability. "He's not who he says he is, sis. I need your help to confront him." In the midst of betrayal, my sister's presence became a lifeline. "We'll face this together, Em," she assured me over the phone. The next steps were uncertain, but the truth had set its course, and the revelation of Oliver's hidden life became a chapter in our story that demanded resolution. Armed with the painful truth, my sister and I stood outside Oliver's room, a sense of urgency pulsating through the air. The anticipation of the confrontation echoed in the hollow hallways, and with a deep breath, I pushed open the door. Oliver, seemingly oblivious, lay on the bed watching TV. The atmosphere shifted as we entered, a charged energy vibrating between us. "We need to talk," I declared, my voice trembling with a mixture of anger and betrayal. He turned to us, a flicker of surprise in his eyes. "What's going on? Is everything okay?" My sister, her gaze unwavering, shot back with a question of her own. "Who's the woman, Oliver?" "The one you've been seeing behind Emily's back." Oliver's face contorted, caught off guard by the sudden accusation. "I don't know what you're talking about. Emily, what is she saying?" I brandished my smartphone, the damning evidence displayed on its screen. "Don't play innocent, Oliver. We know about the affair, about you walking when you claim you can't." His eyes darted between us, a realization dawning. The room filled with an awkward silence, the weight of truth hanging in the air. Finally, he spoke, his voice defensive. "You invaded my privacy, Emily. That camera is illegal." My sister, undeterred, retorted, "Your secrets have invaded Emily's life for 7 years. A hidden camera was the only way to expose the truth." The confrontation escalated, accusations and denials colliding in a cacophony of emotions. The mistress, the woman hidden in the shadows, suddenly appeared at the door, her eyes widening as she assessed the situation. "What's happening here?" Oliver's face shifted from defensiveness to realization as he mumbled, "They found out." With a stern expression, I addressed the mistress. "Who are you? And what's your role in all of this?" She hesitated before admitting, "I was Robert's colleague. We reconnected about a year ago. I had no idea he was married until recently." My sister scoffed, "Convenient timing, isn't it? Just when his legs miraculously started working again." As the truth unraveled, Oliver's pleas for understanding fell on deaf ears. The confrontation became a battleground of emotions, a clash of realities that left scars on the foundation of a marriage built on deception. The room echoed with the harshness of truth, leaving a path of destruction in its wake. The aftermath of the confrontation left an indelible mark on our lives. The truth, once concealed beneath layers of deception, now lay exposed, an open wound demanding resolution. As the legal battles loomed and the divorce proceedings began, a sense of liberation accompanied the tumultuous journey toward reclaiming my life. The process of moving out, untangling the threads of a life once intertwined with Oliver's, became both a daunting task and a cathartic release. The weight of betrayal lingered, but with each box packed, I shed the burden of a marriage built on lies. One evening, sitting amidst the half-empty living room of my new apartment, my sister called, breaking the silence that enveloped me. "How are you holding up, Em?" I sighed, the relief evident in my voice. "It's strange, sis, terrifying, liberating, and everything in between. I never thought I'd have to start over at this age." She chuckled, a sound filled with empathy. "You're stronger than you think, Em. This is your chance to rediscover yourself, to live for you." In the midst of legal negotiations and the division of assets, Oliver's apologies and pleas for forgiveness became a monotonous echo. "I never meant to hurt you, Emily. Please give me another chance," he pleaded during one of our encounters. I looked him in the eyes, a mixture of sadness and resolve. "You had 7 years of chances, Oliver. This is the consequence of your choices." As the divorce settlement progressed, the truth of Oliver's deception had legal ramifications. His once adamant denials crumbled under the weight of evidence, and his protests became feeble whispers against the backdrop of irrefutable truth. The courtroom proceedings were a mix of tension and closure, the judge's gavel echoing the finality of a marriage undone by betrayal. My lawyer, a beacon of strength throughout the ordeal, offered a comforting assurance. You're getting what you deserve, Emily. Justice may be blind, but it does prevail. The division of alimony and marital assets, once a daunting maze, brought a sense of closure. Oliver, now stripped of the illusion of immobility and the facade of remorse, faced the consequences of his actions. With the legal battles behind me, I settled into my new life, an apartment filled with the echoes of solitude. My sister, my anchor throughout the storm, continued to offer support. This is your time, Em. Enjoy the freedom you've earned. As the days turned into weeks, I found solace in the simple joys of independence. The weight of betrayal slowly lifted, replaced by the realization that in leaving behind the wreckage of a marriage built on lies, I had gained the freedom to chart my own course. Occasional check-ins from my university-going son Harry became a source of comfort. "You're doing great, Mom," he would reassure me, his support a testament to the resilience that ran in the family. In the quiet moments of reflection, I reveled in the newfound liberation. The past, with its shadows of doubt and echoes of deception, was a closed chapter. Life, once confined to the dictates of a marriage built on lies, had opened up to a world of possibilities. The journey of self-discovery had just begun, and with each passing day I embraced the promise of a future untethered from the chains of betrayal.